Why is everything chrome?
I got the check and I blow it. My diamonds be shining, I know it. You're getting heated, I see it. I got the car to control it. I'm at the top, you below me. You say you getting money, then show it. YouTube. What's good? It's your boy Manny C, back again with another video. Today I'm about to be reacting to rappers who fell off, bro, by hip-hop content. I wonder who's gonna be on here. I got a few guesses. But let's get this started.
Making it to the top of the rap game is one thing, but staying there is totally different.
That's facts.
Today,
that's facts. Most rappers, like, they be there for like they'll be hot for like a year or two and just fall off afterwards.
We're breaking down the biggest rappers
You have to
fumbled the
adapt.
bag and fell off. The Baby literally fell off last year when he stumbled into the crowd during the set.
I like what he did there.
Now his career is taking a nosedive too. He blew up in 2019 and dropped back-to-back #1 albums. But now, he's struggling even.
Bro, The Baby was really one of the hottest artists at the time. But he got into so much freaking controversy. It was first, he started trying to kiss, no, it was multiple. What he said on the stage, I think then it was kissing the fan. I don't know, it was multiple stuff.
Book a show. It all started last year when
Yeah.
The Baby performed at Rolling Loud in Miami.
That was it.
In the middle of the show, he went on a homophobic rant.
Yeah, he went on a whole rant, bro. And people on Twitter were trying to cancel him. And then he did that apology. I think then Dua Lipa. Yeah, how you say your name? Lipa? Or Lipa, right? All right. Lipa took her off his song. Took him off her song. My fault. Jesus Christ, what's going on? And I think that was the beginning. That was the beginning of this bullshit downfall.
And said,
"You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases.
I don't know why
you
you
died
say
2-3
this,
weeks
though,
by yourself on like that."
The Baby got dragged for it online. So he clapped back and said, "What me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you on the internet. Or you bitter bitches on the internet."
Yeah, but he said this, but then went to do an apology. That's the thing that,
The controversy lets Lollapalooza and the Governor's Ball pull him from their
drop him.
schedule. Then he got cut from Parklife Festival, Day in Vegas, Austin City Limits Festival, Music Midtown.
Damn, they really got rid of this nigga mostly every damn show off of that. I don't oh my god, he could come back, but thing is, The Baby is stuck in a rut where, if he changes his flow, niggas will clown him, and if he stays with the same flow, niggas will still clown him. You can't, I don't think he can win at this point.
And the iHeartRadio Music Festival too. He ended up apologizing on IG,
nigga.
but then deleted the post and got even more backlash. The Baby had hop on Dua Lipa's Levitate
You can't win. He couldn't win in this situation.
remix, and after Rolling Loud, she said, "I'm surprised and horrified at the Baby's comments. I really don't recognize this as the person I work with. I know my fans know where my heart lies and that I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community."
I know she just did this just to save face. I know she did this to save face and all that, and not lose fans. That's understandable, nigga. Music industry is a business at first, right? You have no friends at this point. Business aspect, but yeah.
Radio stations ended up playing an alternate version of the track without the Baby on it.
Yeah.
Everything calmed down after a while, and the Baby went back to doing shows, but it looks like his career took a massive hit. Back in August, his show at the Smoothie King Center Arena in New Orleans was canceled after he allegedly sold less than 500 tickets. His team obviously expected to sell more. The arena hosts 14,000 people.
God damn, bro, 500 out of 14,000. God damn, nigga. Jesus, all right.
The arena hosts 14,000 people, and selling less than 500 isn't a good sign for him. His team says the story is all capped though. They put out a statement and said, "The Baby's New Orleans show was pulled by the artist team due to the promoter being in breach of contract. The Baby will be back in New Orleans very soon to make it up to his fans." They say he's gonna make it back up to fans, but it doesn't look like the Baby has many of them left. Roddy Ricch blew up back in 2018.
I really hope The Baby, I hope he comes back. He can come back. It's just he has to have a whole different type of marketing and he just has to change. I don't know what he needs a hit. He needs a hit again, like Rockstar. He needs another hit. He can do it. He can do it.
But it doesn't look like the baby has many of them left. Roddy Ricch blew up back in 2018 when his track Die Young racked up over 80 million views on YouTube. Then in 2019, he took it to another level when he dropped his debut album, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and stayed there for 4 weeks. His track The Box stayed at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 11 weeks and now has over 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Roddy was running the game. Every feature, bro, he was killing it. Back to back to back. He was like, but that's the second album he dropped was just so underwhelming compared to his first. Niggas just started calling him ass.
Became a superstar pretty much overnight, but now fans think the fame is gonna be gone as quickly as it came. After his first album dropped, Roddy hopped on some other people's songs, but wasn't releasing any new solo music.
Bro, he was killing those features.
Fans were waiting for his sophomore record, and in 2020, he told GQ that the album was done and that it was a full-blown masterpiece, a real idea, a real body of work. 2 years after his first album, Roddy finally dropped.
Another thing that Roddy failed to do is he waited 2 years. Like, nigga, I don't think you have that as an artist to wait that long, especially as a new artist like you. Nigga, like, you can't be waiting 2 to 3 years to drop an album, especially if that album ends up being worse than your first one, my nigga. That's what Roddy Ricch failed. Like, he should have dropped it like a year afterwards, his first album. I think that's what he should have did. Not given, like, yeah, he was still making music and like doing features for multiple artists, but my nigga, you shouldn't have waited that long.
Live Life Fast in December 2021, but fans and critics weren't feeling it like his older projects. It debuted at #4, but fell off fast, and people immediately started saying that Roddy peaked. Back in February, he started hyping up his new music. He posted a snippet from a track called Out My Mind, but people started clowning the track like crazy.
Because we're clowning the shit out this track on Instagram.
A couple hours later, he ended up deleting the snippet and wrote, "Guess I'm a flop now, shit crazy," on his IG story. The situation was obviously getting to him, because after that, Roddy deactivated his Twitter and IG account. A lot of fans thought he totally fell off, but back in June, Post Malone announced that...
Y'all give me a second. Alright, let's get this started.
Roddy Ricch was going to be touring with him. Roddy was featured on the track Cooped Up off Post Malone's new album, and getting the tour with one of the hottest artists in the world should definitely help his career. He definitely fell off from where he was a couple of years ago, but if he drops another hit, Roddy could be right back at the top.
Roddy can come back. Roddy can come back. I remember I used to call him Roddy by accident. But Roddy can come back. He needs a hit. What if him and DaBaby drop another hit like Rockstar? They both like come back into the spotlight.
Lil Mosey went viral off the track Pull Up back in 2018. He was dropping music for a couple years and built up a fan base. But Pull Up really put him on the map and racked up over 25 million views on YouTube. He followed it up with the track Booth Pack, which also got millions of plays.
I never listened to Mosey like that. I never listened to Mosey like that.
And then his third official single, Notice, popped off and did crazy numbers. The track got a Cole Bennett music video that almost has 300 million views on YouTube. Mosey dropped his debut album later that year. It did solid numbers.
I know this song was leaked. I believe it was leaked. And it was leaked for like, I think close to a year maybe. Like, it's crazy how that leaked song still took off.
For 29 on the Billboard 200.
It's been like months.
But a lot of fans are surprised that it didn't sell more. All the singles popped off and did big numbers.
Yeah.
But that success didn't carry over to album sales.
He's a singles artist. I don't like, some artists are just not album sellers. They do well on singles, but like albums, niggas don't do well on album sales.
In 2019, he had another Cole Bennett music video for the track Bust Down Cartier, but it only racked up around 15 million views. 15 mil is a lot, but his last collab with Bennett almost hit 300, so this was definitely a fall off. He dropped his second album in 2019, but it only sold 23K in the first week, and fans weren't really rocking with it. It looked like Mosey had fallen off for good, but in 2020, he went more viral than ever with the track Blueberry Faygo. Mosey hopped on the TikTok rap wave, and it paid off big time. Yeah. Blueberry Faygo went crazy online, and the music video racked up even more views than the video for Notice. The same day he dropped the track, Mosey reissued his second album and put Blueberry Faygo on it. Now, it's his most popular song with over 1 billion streams on Spotify. Even though he brought his career back, it looks like Mosey is falling off again.
I think
None of his new
Mosey's
tracks
just not
is doing numbers.
trying anymore. I don't like some artists just feel comfortable and don't have to try anymore. Like he's set.
Plus, he's facing serious legal allegations too. Mosey's trial's been pushed back a couple of times, and now it's set to start on December 12, 2022. The charges definitely didn't help his career, but it looks like it was pretty much over anyways. Rich the Kid got
why you still put that in there like
it was
that?
pretty much over
Like
anyway.
you just disrespected Rich the Kid, bro.
Rich the Kid got into the
Never
rap.
liked Rich the Kid's music, bro. I just like that man. Just sounds like he's like gargling on water when he's rapping or some shit.
Game back in 2013 after hustling for a few years. He started popping off and ended up signing a new deal with Interscope in 2017. For a while, he was working with huge artists like Kendrick Lamar, Quavo, and Future, but his career lost a lot of steam, and last year, his Lucky EP only sold 5K his first week out.
God damn.
Rich tried to level up and become a label boss when he started Rich Forever Music, but the label never really popped off, and he's had a lot of drama with his own artists too. It's also what led to his infamous beef with Lil Uzi Vert.
I think this was the start of Rich's fall off, bro. With Uzi.
Infamous beef with Lil Uzi Vert. Back in December 2020, Rich aired out how he feels about the industry on his IG stories. He said, "The industry's full of lying, stealing, blood-sucking motherfuckers for real. They will hate you, talk shit about you, and the whole time be dead-ass broke." Around the same time, Fashion Nova hit him up with a lawsuit for $2.1 million over a $100,000 advance that Rich allegedly ran off with.
God damn, nigga.
Back on IG and said, "I don't owe Fashion Nova no money. If Fashion Nova want $100,000 from me, they know I can pull up and drop it off." Rich also had to hand over a bag to his former managers. A judge ordered him to pay Blueprint Artist Management $1.1 million after they sued him for not paying.
That's all. They deserve that money then. All right, nigga. You're not paying your managers. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
A judge ordered him to pay Blueprint Artist Management $1.1 million after they sued him for not paying. Then his landlord sued him for over $300K.
Jesus Christ, nigga! Like, what's going on with you, bruh? Your name can't be Rich the Kid, and you out here owing mad bread.
Got $32,000 behind on rent payments. He already had money issues going on. And in January 2021, Jay Critch aired Rich Forever out on Instagram.
Jay Critch was under. Jay Critch, I think in Rich Forever, he really could have took off, my nigga. I feel like if he wasn't signed to Rich the Kid or signed to an actual label, I feel like he really would have took off. But it's Bucks now, I think. This is Bucks.
He wrote, "I am not rich forever. That shit been a dub."
Oh, he had a lot of fire ass verses.
Letting these cap about owning masters and shit. They trying to hold in bum ass deals. Be your brother until the business come up. Then it's
that's why you don't sign under an artist, bro. Like, you don't sign under an artist, my nigga.
all lawyer talk, contract talk, not real nigga shit. If y'all want new
You don't
music,
sign under an artist. Yeah, you just don't sign under an artist, my nigga. That's the first step, nigga. Keep it real. Be independent. Yeah, just be independent.
tell him free Critch, whole ass. Rich clapped back and accused Critch of snaking him just to get a bag, and the situation started getting heated. They sent shots back and forth on social media for a while, but eventually they squashed the beef. Last year, Rich went on the New Music Daily podcast and said, "I feel like when it comes to business, you really need to just keep it in-house. But sometimes when your emotions get mixed up into the business, that's when shit goes bad. That's what I'm really learning as I grow up. We've been friends forever, so definitely. We spoke on the phone. I talked to him yesterday. Luckily, Rich and Jay Critch put it all behind them and are cool again. And hopefully Rich can get his legal situation sorted out too. He fell off for sure, but he could bounce right back if he drops a hit or signs an artist that pops off and puts on for the label."
I never liked Rich the Kid's music. Dude, I don't know. He just, like, how he sounded, he was just always mid to me. Like, I try to give him, like, the benefit of the doubt and listen to his tape with Wayne and then his tape with Youngboy. And it's like, bro, you're kind of ass to me. I don't know, it's just me. You just kind of ass to me. Like, Youngboy carried the fuck out of you on that tape, in my opinion. And just Wayne, nigga. Wayne low-key carries you too, my nigga. But yeah.
Famous Dex
was the great. I really thought Famous Dex was gonna be where Uzi is. Like right now, my nigga. He like the like I feel bad. Drugs really fucked this man up. I truly was rooting for him when him and Uzi were coming up around relative. Jesus Christ, relative. God damn, I can't say the word. Fuck the word. All right, around the same time. Yeah, I hope Famous Dex makes a comeback. He had a lot of hits.
Blew up back in the mid-2010s. He dropped a couple of independent mixtapes, then signed to Rich the Kid's label. In 2017, he popped off with the tracks Japan and Pick It Up with A$AP Rocky. But his addiction and time in jail ended up killing his career.
That drug addiction really killed him, bro. Damn, Dex. Damn, at least he's sober now, I believe, right? He's fully sober. He can make a comeback.
Latest track hasn't even hit 50,000 streams. Back in 2018, Dex fell asleep in the middle of an IG live session. Fans were worried that he was nodding off of pills, but Dex did not using any hard drugs. Then in 2019,
I think that blew my shit about all this when Dex was going through these drug problems. Like I saw people just clowning him.
Dex fell asleep in the middle of an IG live session. Fans were worried that he was nodding off of pills, but Dex did not using any hard drugs. Then in 2019, he suffered a seizure in the middle of a set in Hollywood. Rumors said it was caused by drugs, but Dex,
at least Dex is alive and here with us now. He can come back. I'm rooting for Dex to come back.
And his team said it was epilepsy and not from substance abuse. Dex was still dropping music, but nothing gained any traction.
But like those drugs just made Dex energy like his oh man goddamn energy was just gone. It was just like oh man goddamn, like the energy just dropped.
Fans could tell he was on drugs, even though he kept denying it. After a lot of people reached out, Dex hopped on IG Live and told everyone to stay out of his business. He said, "Stop worrying about the next motherfucker that's doing drugs. The world on drugs. You know what I'm saying? I got money. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Goofy ass.
God
you worried about me for? And two, I don't do none of that shit."
I think your fans were just worried about you, my nigga. Jesus, like god damn, nigga.
Live and told everyone to stay out of his business. He said, "Stop worrying about the next motherfucker that's doing drugs. The world on drugs. You know what I'm saying? I got money. I can do whatever.
Juice WRLD, Future.
The fuck I want to do. Goofy ass. You worried about me for? And two, I don't do none of that shit. I smoke weed and take care of my kids." But less than a day later, after he told everyone he was good, the news broke that Dex had gone into rehab. He got out in January 2021, but when he hopped back on social media, it was clear that he was using again. Fans were worried that he might die from an overdose.
Damn,
he
these drugs really fucked up Dex. Oh god. And his momentum has died.
Booked in jail a couple months later. In March 2021, Dex got hit with 19 charges from 3 different situations. According to police, in November 2020, Dex got into a standoff with a SWAT team after allegedly hurting his ex-girlfriend. In October 2020, he allegedly attacked another woman, and in March 2021, he was arrested during a traffic.
You were doing a lot. You were doing a lot of shit.
Traffic stop for carrying a loaded gun. Even though Dex had some wild charges against him, he only got hit with a 1-year sentence.
Okay.
He was released in September, but then went straight into rehab. He said he plans on staying there until at least November, and hopefully this time he can kick the addiction for good.
Isn't he out of rehab? I think he's out of rehab. Dexter can come back. He had Japan pick up the phone, right, with A$AP. He can come back. Now that he's gone through rehab and he's sober, and he got his oh man goddamn energy back, he can come back. Just gotta work with some artists, drop a hit, work with Cole Bennett again. That would be cool to see. Him and Cole Bennett may have some fire ass music. Yeah, he can definitely come back. I'm rooting for Dex. I hope he comes back. Lil Xan, you're next.
Lil Xan was a big part of the SoundCloud mumble rap wave, but he went from touring with massive artists like Nicki Minaj to dropping out of his own tour and starting beef with a random metal band who was a supporting act. Xan had huge hits like Slingshot and Betrayed that racked up millions of plays.
I like lean. I like drugs. Bro, I used to listen to this joint a lot.
In 2019, he announced he was retiring and said, "I quit rapping and I'm only gonna focus on moving forward with
another thing, Lil Xan could have kept going. He could have kept going. I feel like if he had a good people around him too, that would have helped. But like the song he made with Diplo, was it Diplo? I think it was Diplo. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Dan wasn't a bad of an artist. It was like, I feel like the main thing that made niggas hate him was his Tupac comment, his interview where shit when he called Tupac boring. I feel like that's what really made people really started hating this man and wanted him to fall off and not fucking with his music anymore. Yeah, you can't talk about legends like that. But at the same time, he apologized for it, and niggas were still like on his ass.
His Anarchy clothing line and brand. But after a few years of battling addiction, Zan decided to make a comeback. He announced a new tour, but then dropped out of the first show. A band called Dropout Kings was supposed to open for him, and they aired Zan out on IG after he dropped the set. They wrote, "Straight up, f*** Lil Zan, 100%, I don't even care. Dude is a total piece of shit for doing this to all the artists and staff involved in this." Zan clapped back and said all the issues were because of Dropout Kings and their team, but nobody really knows what's going on. Later that same month, he dropped his first project in 3 years, but only 2 songs hit over 100K streams.
Yeah.
Lil Xan was one of the most popular SoundCloud rappers for a while, but he fumbled the bag and let his career fall completely off. Luckily, he's at least sober now. Even though his music isn't popping off like it used to, that's still a huge win. Making it to...
Alright, we're back. Yeah, a lot of these artists came off. DaBaby and Roddy hope they make a comeback. Dex, I hope they makes a comeback. Yeah, that's really it. Never fucked with rich music like that. And Zan, I don't know what Zan is doing. I don't know what Zan is doing at all. But yeah, that was rappers who fell off.
Came a long way from a motherfucking OZ. How you fuck with him? No, he talk to the police. Try to move fast, your shit got it slowly. I told her don't stop, D, throw gold me.